It's gotta be against the law to look this damn good. Watch out now. Cause baby, I feel real good and I wish I would. Watch out now. It's gotta be against the law.
Wake up! Yep, it's that time again. Vape AM brought to you by vapors1.com. I'm your host, Anthony Ramella. Where you guys been? Oh yeah, I guess that's my fault. I've been away for a little bit of time. Well, we got a lot of stuff going on in the stores and some new stuff that I'm going to talk about a little later on in the show, but hopefully I'll be able to keep with you all week this week and bring you a show every day. Got a lot of cool stuff going on as well as some news I want to talk about today, so let's get into the show like normal. All right, so we're going to do some birthdays. So this week I decided to do something a little bit different with birthdays. I have this place that I get my birthdays from. It's a famous birthday site. And what always cracks me up about it is that there are always these famous stars, what they're calling famous stars on there, TikTok stars, Instagram stars, YouTube stars that have no picture. So this week I decided, what the hell, we're going to make these people a little more famous since I have no idea who they look like and I don't know who basically any of these people are. We're going to shout them out anyway just because they got birthdays this week. So something just a little bit different. So today's birthdays, we've got Dominic Harrison. No clue who that is. Presley Walker. Couldn't tell you. And Logan G. So happy birthday to all you guys, especially Logan, capital G, out there. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. All right, let's get on to some history this morning. I found this kind of poignant because it kind of shows where we've been in history and some of the idiotic things that we've done as a group of Americans. In 1966, Martin Luther King Jr. was stoned during the Chicago March. Okay, marching for civil rights, for equal rights, for things like that. And as a country, we thought this was a bad thing. And this was in 1966, so it hasn't really been that long ago. And that's why I like to talk about things like this, because it's kind of like vaping. It's ignorance that's causing this problem, and it's not something that's wrong. It's actually something that's right. And it was just nice to see someone like that really standing up for that. And I feel like a lot of us out there in the YouTube realm and as well as other places are trying to stand up for the truth, and the truth is vaping. All right, guys. Let's get on to some Wake and Vape news because I got a couple of things I want to talk about this morning, and I don't want to keep you super long today. First things first, I would like to welcome some of our new people that have come over from Facebook. We have 7,000 or 8,000 followers over on our Facebook page, and we wanted to encourage them to come over to our YouTube channel. We know that Facebook is cracking down on a lot of those kind of vaping groups over there, and we want to give you access to information that maybe you're going to need if they do intend to shut that down. So to encourage that, I would like you guys to like and subscribe on the channel. That will help us get up to that $1,000 magic number, $1,000 subscriber magic number that we're trying to achieve so that we can do some more things here on YouTube. So if you are new here or if you are old here and you've never done it before, do me a quick favor here and give me a quick like and a quick subscribe, and that will help us to do more in this industry to try and push this through. So I'm going to give you just a second to do that. All right, that was long enough. All right, guys. First thing I want to talk about today with the Wake and Vape news is the Juul hearings. Now, those of you that do watch reviews and videos and things like that probably know a little bit about this already. I'm going to have Drew put these links down in the description because even on YouTube, these are extremely hard to find. You can't just type in Juul hearings. It will not come up. So I have the exact links that you're going to need to be able to watch these. They are long. They are... I don't want to say entertaining because they're not really entertaining. If you have high blood pressure, I would definitely tell you to take your medication before you watch these, because if you are a person that enjoys vaping and knows that it's a healthier alternative, these are going to drive you crazy. So I'm going to go over this real quick because I'm not going to get real deep into this. I want you guys to watch these so you get a better idea about this. But the biggest issue that I'm seeing right now with this situation is that these hearings are typically designed around people who are breaking the law or doing something that is really dangerous to our society. Juul has only been in business since 2015. All right, it's only 2019. This company went from making no money to over $30 billion in that short period of time. Yeah, they've made some mistakes, but I've never seen a company do more in that short period of time to fix those mistakes as Juul has. Now, I know a lot of us out there, including myself up till this point, really had demonized Juul. And yes, they've done some things that are really, really wrong, but they have fixed a lot of those issues. What I didn't like about these hearings is this was a government oversight hearing. The problem with that is that this is not government, this is business. And I've never seen anything go directly after one business. They weren't going after vaping as a whole. They didn't have multiple people on there telling different sides of the story. Basically, this was just a witch hunt to try and put Juul into a bad situation, basically raking them over the coals. They've done a lot of things that have been the right things to do. They've tried to educate, and even things like when the vaping epidemic was just kind of getting talked about and they were really kind of blaming them for the flavors. They pulled every flavor that they sold off the market except for mint, menthol, and their tobacco flavors. This was more than 50% of their income that they pulled, and this wasn't because they had to. This wasn't because it was against the law. It was because they thought it was the right thing to do. Yes, they put programs in place into schools to try and inform people about the dangers of cigarettes, about the dangers of nicotine, about how that they did not want these underage people to be customers. Now, they may have not been the right people to do that, but my point of this is basically saying that if I'm interested in finding out information about a product, I typically go to the company that makes the product to get more information about it. So I personally think they were the right people to talk about this because they had the most information and we knew it wasn't going to get slated. There are groups like PAVE that brought on people, 3 urban housewives that put this group together, are really just out there to criticize Juul. But my main criticism of them and of many of you out there is you've got to be better parents. Okay, if you see something in your kid's bag that you don't recognize, do a little research and find out what it is. It's not the government's responsibility to raise your children. One of the biggest issues that I saw with this too is that they continue to blame Juul for this youth vaping epidemic. This youth vaping epidemic has been caused by retailers. 100% caused by retailers. They made, they made different things about how they had, pretty girls advertising for them, and they had, catchy slogans and fun commercials and things like that. I would really suggest that you look at every commercial out there that you ever watched that are all exactly the same thing. They could have taken Juul's name out and put Budweiser into that same situation and you would have had the same deal. There's lots of funny commercials out there. There's lots of pretty girls out there advertising things. That's why they use pretty girls, is because you pay attention to that, okay? You cannot demonize a company for using proper advertising techniques. And like I said, the company's only 4 years old, so you cannot really blame them for all of this stuff. In no way, shape, or form was a company designed around getting kids hooked on these products. This was designed around helping adults who had no other way that was working to quit smoking. And what I liked about this was that it was even brought up in there that 80% of people that actually smoke want to quit. They just are unable to. And this was a way for those people to be able to do that. So I have a newfound sense of understanding when it comes to Juul. I still think the Altira thing was a big no-no in that situation, and I think if they had it to do over again, they probably should. But hindsight's 20/20 when it comes to a lot of these issues. So if you're interested in finding out the real truth about what's going on with Juul, I would encourage you to at least watch the second part of this. These hearings are actually broken up into 2 parts. The rest of this was just a witch hunt with uneducated people who were bringing up information that just absolutely made no sense. And it was really bad because it seemed like the Democrats and the Republicans were very split on these issues, and the only people that were for Juul were the Republicans, saying how what they were doing was the right thing to do. So I would encourage you guys to watch these, but like I said, there's an issue here that needs to be handled, and I would want you to know that watching this will give you a better understanding about what's going on with that. But Juul is not the devil here. There are no kids walking to San Francisco, knocking on Juul's corporate office doors, going in, talking to the receptionist, and saying, hey, can I have a pack of Juul pods? Okay, this is all the retailers. Greedy convenience store owners and people who are not checking IDs, who have seen a decrease in their cigarette sales, who are selling to underage users. Period. Bottom line, those people need to be arrested. Their businesses need to be shut down. My opinion, but that's what I think. And you guys want my opinion because that's why you're watching the show. All right, guys. So we're going to go on to the next thing I want to talk about today because it kind of falls in line with this. I'm going to give you guys information about this new contest we have going on Facebook at the end of the episode, so I just want you to kind of stay tuned for that, but I do have some information about that. I titled this next section, Altira Sucks, and that's basically what I feel about it. So I'm going to read a little bit here for you, and then we'll kind of discuss it. This is an article that I picked up. Actually, this came from Vape magazine, but I put the link in here so you guys could read a little bit more about it. I'm just going to read this section here because I just need to get through this. A Canadian cannabis company got a $1.8 billion investment from tobacco giant Altira Group Incorporated. It is making an acquisition that gives it a foothold in the U.S. market. In December, Altira, the parent company of the top U.S. cigarette maker Philip Morris USA, spent $1.8 billion for a 45% ownership stake in Cronos, C-R-O-N-O-S, with the option to buy a majority stake. The investment gives Altira a stake in the growing CBD and hemp products market as more governments worldwide legalize CBD. All right, guys, this made me so mad I wanted to throw my computer, all right? We are currently bringing in CBD products to our vapor locations. We're going to talk about that a little bit more this week. But the thing I want to bring up about this is this makes me incredibly mad. This is a company who should not be involved in this business. We have spent decades trying to teach and educate people about how marijuana is not the devil, how marijuana is not a Schedule I narcotic as it's listed by the federal government, and CBD is something that your body uses normally. You have what's called an endocannabinoid system, and CBD stands for cannabinoid, those of you that did not know this. This is something that comes that's natural, that helps your body to do lots of things. What I don't like about this is all these smaller places and companies and smaller groups who have fought for decades to get some education and some understanding about these products that are finally allowing them to be legal on the market, and big corporations who had never helped us in the past, who had done nothing to help this, are throwing money around to take advantage of this situation. I honestly believe that they went to Canada to purchase this because most of the U.S. companies probably told them to go pound sand. I'm so mad about this, I can't really talk about it this morning because I'm just so upset about it. This is going to be a bad thing for the CBD industry, okay? Having Altira's name attached to anything is nothing but disaster, and it puts us on a radar so that they can say that CBD and cigarettes are in the same category. There'll be all this crazy stuff because Altira is involved in this. I honestly would tell you anything that this Cronos company makes to just boycott. I don't see any reason to purchase anything from these companies. This makes me extremely mad. We should not allow these big corporations to take over the CBD business strictly because they didn't do anything to get us here. All right, and all they want to do is profit off of you. Now, if you want to continue to buy things from these companies, that's obviously your own decision to make. But as far as me, there's no way that I'll buy anything that's even remotely close to this, because all they did was take advantage of another situation and throw money around, and that cannot be the way things work. It's just driving me crazy. Unfortunately, I understand capitalism, but guys, this is a bad, bad situation. There's a link down in the description if you want to read the whole article, but this to me is just awful, and especially with vapors getting to the CBD business, we want to help people. We want to bring you products that are going to help you on an everyday basis. It just makes me really upset. All right, guys, so I'm sure a lot of you are tuned in today because you want to hear about this contest. Now, we basically started a contest through Facebook. We're going to be giving away a prize every day. Every day for the month of August, we're going to be giving away gift cards or money depending on what's going on with this. So basically the way this works is if you're new to my channel, or new to Vapers TV, all we ask is that you subscribe and you make a comment on the video for that day. When you do the video, you're basically going to, or when you comment on the video, you're going to put yourself into that situation. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have a word of the day that's going to allow you to get an entry with this. Now we do want you to give us a like. That also helps you to get our notice with that. So a like and a subscription will get you an entry. Every day we're going to give out $25 gift card for either the website or our stores, and at the month's end we're going to give away a $500 Visa card as well. So you can win every day, you can win multiple times. We're just going to pick these out at random, but we wanted to give an opportunity for some of our Facebook followers to kind of learn about our show and also learn a little bit more about Vapor and what we do here. So today's word of the day, and you'll need to put this in your comment when you comment below. Today's word of the day is going to be hashtag Altira Sucks. So I'm going to have Drew put that right down here. Hashtag Altira Sucks. Just put that into your comments, and then somebody, lucky winner, and we'll be announcing these every day. So you will either get a coupon code for the website if that's what you want, or we'll give you something for the store so you can use it there. Either way, you're going to get your money and get some product out of this, which is really pretty cool. So we're very happy about this. We want to encourage people to kind of come over from Facebook, and then we thought this would be a fun way to do that. So you get something out of it, we get something out of it. It's a win-win for everybody. Guys, you know I love you. I appreciate you coming back and seeing me. Sorry I was out for a little while, but there's been a lot going on with the company with this new CBD stuff, and it's just taken up a lot of my time, and I just haven't had a chance to do these. So You guys know every day at Vape AM, we always have the same goal. Stop smoking. Oh, you're gonna die. All right? So have a great rest of the day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
And for all you smokers that don't know, check it out. Pick up the phone, hit the mic. Vapers1.com is the site. They got what you need to make the switch. You're never gonna find a better site than this. They got mods, they got coils, and the liquid low down. Vapers1.com is the best around. Spend $35 and you're shipping free. Vapers1.com, we got all you need. So just click, quit, done. Vapers1.com.